Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. I'm really glad that you're here today. I'm excited because I have some new things here, but I just kind of wanted to get a chance to get to know me. I want to get to know you guys as well. I apologize for being sporadic about posting lately. Number one, it was the holidays and like everything just had to go on sale and out with the Christmas, in with the spring, summer. But also my son's in town and we've been trying to spend a lot of time together. So I just haven't had a ton of time to do filming, and I don't know. I just ordered a few things came. I figured I'd share them with you. So first of all, I want to try out this millennial favorite called Great Skin Instant Glow Serum from Merit. I never felt like this is something that I needed, but I was looking for a lot of new stuff. There wasn't a lot there. I had to really push to find something at my Sephora that interested me. So they had this great serum, and I know it's sold out a whole bunch of times. This has 2% niacinamide for brightening, 4 kinds of hyaluronic acid, cacao seed extract, Japanese gold thread root, and it's pH balanced for my skin barrier. So protective, soothing, antioxidant protection, plumping, deep hydration. Yeah, it reminds me, not the color, but of like one of those Lancome eye makeup removers, because it has to be shaken to get the product evenly distributed. So I'm going to put a little of this on. I did my skincare a while ago. I should probably put my hair back. So Happy New Year, everybody. I was very sad at the beginning. How about some hair clips? Honestly, I'm either like everything's everywhere or everything's put away, and I just do such a great job that I just don't even know where I put it. That's also my kind of perimenopause brain. Okay, it says shake well after cleansing, before moisturizer, massage 2 to 3 pumps into the skin. Okay, we could do that. I'm one of those people who has a skincare routine that's like, it's like my therapy. And it's not like I like switching around my products. I don't think that when you're using really good skincare that your face needs a break or anything. I mean, obviously in the winter you might need a little more hydration and stuff like that, but so we'll see how this is as a primer. So yesterday when I was at my Sephora, and I have a couple of them near me, this one's tiny, admittedly tiny. I'm going to be going to a bigger one on Tuesday. I saw this, I put it on my hand because I wanted to compare. And a long time ago, I saw the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. In fact, it was in the city. This is not new. It's new to me. I love skin tints. I love things that just don't make me look like I'm wearing a mask, but give me like a little bit of coverage, and then I can kind of go in and sort of do some painting with some concealer. I saw this, and a long time ago, these gals were influencers. I mean, that was before content creators. And I don't know, when I tried it on my hand downtown in the city of Chicago, I was like, this is not hydrating enough. But yesterday I put the Spy Phase stuff on, and my hand was really dewy. Skin prep can either take you more hydrated, or it can take you drying you out. I'm going to go ahead and say we've shaken. Both of these are shake products. This is shade number 1. It was the only one that had like kind of a pinky undertone. Let me put this on a palette so that you can see what it looks like. All right, let's just look at one drop on here. Here's our color. And it looks light, but if you look like up here and stuff, it's not. And the other one was orange, the next color. So let's just test out an area. And I don't think this is meant to be coverage. But what I find during the week, I don't really want to wear makeup like everywhere I go. I just want to sometimes just be able to run out, get what I need, come back, and then if I have somewhere to go that, you know, a meeting or, you know, have lunch with a friend or whatever, obviously I'm not going to go looking like a crazy person. But if I'm like going to Target or the grocery store, honestly, I'm fine if I have eyebrows. Eyebrows are my one thing that I won't give up. Well, this went on really nicely with fingers, and I will tell you, I can feel how hydrated my skin is from that Merit. Wow. No wonder it has sold out. I wasn't thinking that this was really gonna work for me, but okay. I like it. I'm gonna try to do makeup and talk at the same time, which is sometimes hard for me. So I may be like stopping the makeup to do talking like I'm doing right now, or not. The color corrector that I've been using is from Live Tinted. It's like a pinky orange, and it helps with, you know, the places where I have scary darkness. And once I do this, I'll be able to go in and concealer other places to see where I need a little extra help. It's been a weird vacation for us because we are normally away for at least 2 weeks. I'm going down for, I think it's 21 years. If you hear noise, that's my son and my husband downstairs just being them. I'm definitely outnumbered in this house because our dog is a boy too, but he loves mommy so much. He's a golden retriever, and he was weirdly our COVID baby. We had arranged to pick him up when the breeder said that it was time, and it happened to be the weekend before everything shut down from COVID. So our dog is not used to being by himself at all. And it's fairly traumatic for my husband because all of a sudden this dog is like his dog. I mean, just they vibe. And our last dog that we had, I got him when we tried to have another baby for a long time. And on my last failed attempt of going through all of the fertility stuff, our son was he was literally our miracle baby. We were like, gosh, I'm fertile myrtle. I got so pregnant so fast because came home from my honeymoon, was pregnant from my honeymoon. Okay, so this concealer is from, it's such a favorite. This is the Dewdrop concealer in the shade 2. Yeah, it has one of those weird ball thingies on here, just delivery system wise, but do love the concealer. You can get like a lot of coverage out of it, or you can sheer it out. Either way, it works great. You can use fingers. Here, I just want to kind of even things out. I'm not trying to look like I'm wearing a full mask of makeup today. I have no idea what we're talking about. And you will notice that that happens to me a lot. And for those of you who can relate, say so in the comments. I walk into rooms now and I'm like, why am I here? What did I need? What was I looking for? And it's just gone. And then the second that I walk away, I remember. So we were supposed to be out of town. It was a bummer, but because we were supposed to be out of town, my husband hasn't had a lot to do. And, you know, you want to hang out with your kids when they're home. It's just how it is. So let's take a look at this. I think it's pretty. This I really like. I think it feels really good. It might be like a great refresher. I like this. It's dewy, but not in like a crazy way. Like I feel more plumped. I don't feel like my lines are being accentuated. Okay, Summer Fridays. Oh, I started to say I like the fact that they're not putting SPF in here. I have such a hard time with foundations because they don't provide enough protection with the amount that we'd be wearing. But it's in there. And lots of times it's chemical. Like the Revital Essence from Shiseido it's so good. And it has a chemical sunscreen in it that doesn't agree with me. So I am passing it on to a friend because it is just that good. Okay, so I was looking at some stuff online, and I want to just unwrap this also while we're kind of chit-chatting. I bought myself a little present. It's not big. I'm getting the palette that you're seeing, the Nuit. That was sent out today. So I bought myself this present. I'm very excited. They always make it look so pretty. Like, I just want to, you know, like when it was your birthday and you were a kid and you'd like wear them as like a necklace, or when you were getting married and somebody would do like the paper plate for you with the flowers. I want to put these like everywhere. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to keep it though. So pretty. And the paper's pretty. It's got the CCs on it. Little stars. Yes, I just wanted to pick these up because they're new. And that will mean that I have all of them. Love the boxes. I keep stuff in them and they're so nice. I will put a link to my essays phone number if you would like to order some things. It's 2-day shipping. It's really kind of nice. Ooh, so I got some perfume. The Lay Lift Pro. Gonna see if we get a little volume on there. This is the Camellia Water Cream. I love the way they package everything. Let's see what kind of goodies are in here. A little CC for my keychain. How sweet. It's like my only Chanel thing that I own besides the glasses that I wear every day. Aw, that was really, really, really sweet. It's a nice guy, James. And I love the fact that it is a store that just sells the beauty and some accessories. Okay, so before we take a look at the new ones and I start blabbering, let me show you the ones that have already come out. These are the Chanel #1. So you can get these at Ulta or through one of the Chanel boutiques. So the first color is Red Camellia. And this is just a very bright, cheerful, happy red. Definitely leans pink. I'm trying to blend these out just a bit for you to see what that really looks like. Okay, the next one is called Healthy Pink. Love this one actually. This is more of a peachy pink tone. And this is makeup that I wear normally. I really do love a cream blush. They're really nice for that. And they work on the lips too because they're very There's a lot of hydration in these that you don't get from a lot of the products that are for both lip and cheek. The next one is Vital Beige, and I've loved this color. It is a deep, a beigey pink that really looks like a beautiful flush, like naturally on my skin when I put it on. I really do love that one a lot. Okay, and then the next one is called Wake Up Pink. This is what it looks like. It is. The name is on here. I can read it. Oh, I just took off the other one. Sorry about that. All right, so we've got room. This is actually a beautiful, wow, that looks bright orange to me. And this is the blonde out. Okay, the next one that we have is Lively Rosewood. That is another one that I really enjoy wearing. Okay, this one is the Lively Rosewood. And I love this one because it's got like a mauvey, purpley kind of vibe, but not in too strong of a way. I tend to really like things that are in the rosewood family. That's sort of like a comfortable place for me. And then the last one that had already been out is called Berry Boost. And this is one of those nice, deep, black cherry kind of colors. So those are the existing 6 that they started with, and I want to say that they've been out a year or 2. I think they came out pretty quickly once Chanel opened in Ulta, put their stuff in some of their stores. So the first one that I'm going to swatch is Vibrant Coral. There's something about opening up some packaging lately that is driving me bonkers. I have, we'll do story time and stuff, but I definitely have arthritis issues, and you'll notice because it's getting colder and it's kind of damp out. Wow. I can't wait to see this swatched. He said it has like teeny tiny little flecks of gold in it. I'm not seeing any. We've got a little swatch. Wow, I thought this was going to be crazy, and it just isn't. It's a little waxy, maybe on the top. That is quite a vibrant, fun color, and worn sheerly. I mean, the reason why I feel like these work is because my skin shows through. So when I'm looking at the color, I'm looking at it with the background of my skin because it's not a full coverage product. I think that makes a lot of makeup work for people when you see a little bit of your own skin. The next one is called number 8 Ardent Brick. I'm going to swatch all these on my arm when we're done so we can look at a comparison. Let's see. Kind of needed more of a bricky tone. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be. A lot of people with deeper skin, hopefully happy that these can be built up. So it's got a little less, I see what he means about the Vibrant Coral. See how it lays really pretty. The other one is a little bit streaky. We might just have to like use some sort of a blender. They still feel super emollient, but not in a move around kind of way. I'll show you. And then we have Purple Energy. This is the one that I was really excited about. Oh, wow. Hello. That is Purple Energy. It's like bionic grape soda. Ooh, this looks really pretty. Oh yeah. This almost reminds me, oh, this would be so pretty with like some of the purple iridescent makeup that they have. Kind of reminds me of the Givenchy #1 blush. I love to top these. The Givenchy has been such a great matchup for this. So that was this. Those are our new colors. I think these are awesome. We're going to do my eyes first though, and then kind of see where we want to go. So I haven't been filming consistently. We were talking about, and my son is in town for another week. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll go out there, my husband and I, like for one visit, but he won't be home again until his spring break. So I cannot wait that long. We'll have to either fly him in or go out there and see him. So I want to use one of the new ones today, but I want to show you what I was looking at first. So I was online looking, and there is so much, you know, crazy eyeliner, which on my lids, like today, I may look like I have a little less of a hood just because I bought the halo and started using it again. I had the original, and then they replaced it. I was having problems with it. I don't know, it's just sort of like I like gave up. But now that everything's like really falling down, this has both nanocurrent and microcurrent, and we'll talk about it, but I love seeing results like that. So one of the things that I saw that was going to be big, besides, you know, crazy eyeliner and designs and things, are showing blue. So literally took out a palette that I never used from Natasha Denona. It's her pastel palette. And then another one that I didn't use. Well, I used maybe like one time. That's got some shine to it, and that's from the Circo Loco palette. I didn't Circo Loco love either of these very much. They're both quite beautiful. And at first, I was kind of inspired to just stay with the matte and kind of put on a blue shirt. But I was kind of into it. I don't know. There's like something very 60s about it. And that appeals to me. I mean, I know that all these kids right now are into the 90s and, you know, the dark lip going around in the ombre. And I'm sure I'm going to have to do some of that stuff, but don't want to. But these, I thought we could do a really cool sort of retro eye. They're showing a lot of one and dones, and I'll show you how to build a frame so that you can wear these colors, and if you have hooded eyes, it'll still work out for you. But these were my two favorites that I found. Do not go out and buy a blue eyeshadow if you have something in your possession. I also, over the holidays, picked up the Esom palettes. Holy Toledo, I did not know how great their shadows are. I'm just going to do the blues for you because we're talking blue today. Each one of these colors is more beautiful than the next. The pigmentation is off the charts. I'm going to leave these on here. I'm going to put these three here. They are not here to mess around. These are used by actual makeup artists. And it has to be something consistent that they can count on. And honestly, what a pretty set of blues. And then I kind of went into two palettes from LH Cosmetics. This is Linda Hallberg's brand. And if you're not familiar with her, she's a Swedish makeup artist with mad skills and beautiful products. I am a huge fan. This is everybody's favorite palette. It's called Shimmer Saga, and it has these multi-chrome colors. I'm going to swatch one with a lot of blue for you. You know what? I'm going to bonus swatch all of these if you haven't seen them yet, because this is something to see. You can put these all over the eye, and it'll make it look like you've done a lot more than you really had to do. They are sparkly. They catch the light. They're just amazing. I always feel like if I wear a color, you know, just a color that if I need something to go with like these blues or greens, you can take any of your taupey palettes and find something that you can use as a crease. This one is called Basic Elements. And these are very sparkly, not so much a duochrome as like a super duper sparkle. I love it because it's like a navy blue, and how gorgeous. So people are going to be using these bold colors, and blue is very, very hot right now. I pulled this. This is an LH Cosmetics called Aim Higher. That one top, middle one, definitely leans blue. These are sort of a silvery blue, both of these at the top. And this palette is Aim Higher, again, Linda Hallberg. So there we go. Lots of blues. And if you look into your palettes, especially some of these bigger ones that we have accumulated, it's easy to find a blue. There's so many palettes that have those. So another palette that I thought of was the Lisa Eldridge Vega palette. It's more of like a black. It's got this blue in it. Her formula is gorgeous. Smooth, pigmented, even. They come in these beautiful little, like, easy to hold on to palettes. And I do know that these have little holes so they can be popped out. And supposedly we're going to be able to replace shades on these. And she's starting to move into some retailers now. She's at Selfridges. I'm not sure if she's at Harrods or where she's going to be here, but I think it's going to help her with distribution quite a bit. So I didn't even think that I really had any blue eyeshadows, and look at all the blue eyeshadows that I have. When something is a fad, I'm not a huge TikTok person. I went on there like during, COVID to see the dancing and stuff. I just don't know, like, I don't want to be like thrown a tip. I want to talk. I want to do long form content. I want to hang out. I want people to hang out and enjoy themselves and get to see things and why I picked them. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many things that I wouldn't know who to trust unless it's somebody, that posts a little bit long videos like regularly. But I get weird stuff when I go on there. I don't know what my algorithm is, but it's definitely not exactly what I would like. Maybe if I was on more often. I wanted to let you know that these Chanel cream balms, they call them lip and cheek balm. It is balm formula. They're $45. So I do want to show you one alternative. These are new colors, and these are from a company called Phytosurgeons that I've talked about a little bit on my channel. These are my very favorite cream blushes. It comes on very pigmented. This is called Kindle. And then when you blend it, you get a very soft wash of color, and it's not tacky at all. This one is called Ignite. These are their two most recent shades. They have a ton of colors, and I'll post a picture up here so you can see. That's what that looks like going on. And what they do tend to do when they put something out is they'll do like a cooler and a warmer. But the other thing that's really nice is that they really don't put a white base in things. And so that means that they can be used by people of any skin color. As pale as me, deep dark, everything in between is going to work. And with these, like I said, your skin shows through. These are only like $15 US. So you can really get yourself like a whole blush wardrobe for the price of a couple of the Chanels. So just saying, not necessary to be super spondy. I don't want to put the blush on until we figure out the eyeshadow situation. So a little story time. I'm going to play and just kind of narrate what I'm doing. I grew up in the Chicago area, and I live very close to where I lived growing up. I'm just going to take a very beige color to put in my crease. My fake crease. My fake crease is up here, base of my brow bone. And originally my husband and I were in one of the neighboring cities, and we moved over here because of the high school, and I really wanted to be super close to my mom and dad and my sister and her husband and kids. We all live here, and we live really close to each other, so it's really kind of nice. I have one boy. She has 3 boys. My sister-in-law has 2 boys. They don't live around here anymore, but they were in the town that we were in our first house. Our first house just wasn't a house that we could grow into. It was so awesome because it was 100 years old. We found a piece of coal down in the basement. Basement was a little scary. My husband dug it. He like made like a man cave down there. So I just put like a little frame on. I just went up here just to give myself a little bit of definition. And then over here, just kind of doing that winged out thing. Because I just want everything to go up and out. So I was a Chicago public school teacher for a long time. And I taught until right before I had my son. And I had taught for like 12 and a half years, something like that. My master's is in reading, and my undergrad is in elementary education. And I love teaching. Like it gives me life. It truly, truly gives me life. The kids were so awesome. I'm going to dab into this color called Airy that I showed you. It is this very bright robin egg blue that I thought could run with this shirt. And I'm just going to put this on my lid. I am going to tap off. And I always recommend to people do your foundation and your concealer, and if you're going to powder after you do your eye makeup. I was a teacher, then I was a mom, and then once I was a mom, I was like volunteering everywhere. I actually did some like little literacy classes out of my house for preschool kids. I was the director of the children's department at my YMCA for a bit. And I've done some teaching here and there. And now this is my new chapter of my life. That's really pretty. And you really don't need a lot to make a statement. And if this is too much for you, you could do a liner. You could wet a brush and just go along your lash line and put on a blue mascara. I think this is really beautiful just on its own. It's very, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you go on Hulu, if you have Hulu, there's a show starting at the end of the month called Feud. It's the second in a series. I didn't see the first. It was from 2017. It's a Ryan Murphy production. And it is the story of Truman Capote, like, befriending all these socialites and then writing a tell-all book where the whole thing was very thinly veiled and everybody knew who everybody was and he told all their secrets. And the cast is insane, okay? I have to read it. So the cast is Naomi Watts, Diane Lane, Demi Moore, Molly Ringwald, and Callista Flockhart. I mean, it's going to be good. There's 8 in the series. Gosh, I wonder if they're going to give them to us like one at a time. I love like inhaling a show, like a whole show. Sometimes I have a hard time waiting from week to week. I don't know how we even used to function with TVs the way that they were. Like when I was growing up, on Wednesday nights when Dynasty was on, my mom would be like, if the phone rang, who's calling here? Who is not watching this right now? How could they call here right now? So it wasn't like caller ID or anything. And we loved it. I watched soap operas back then, General Hospital, One Life to Live, All My Children, and Days of Our Lives. And it was such a different time. It just was, in so many ways, so much less complicated than I think things are now. And I just don't know like what kind of world we're going to have. This whole AI thing is kind of, I don't know. I mean, we used to go out without phones. Our parents couldn't put us on Life 360 and see where we were. I want to do something in the inner corner, and I can't decide. Let's take a look. I don't want to go duochrome because that's not a thing that we did in the 60s. Let's see which one of these we like better with the color. Boy, they are both reflective, huh? So this one's the Natasha Denona, and this is the lightest shade of blue in the Esom. I mean, I think both of them would be great. I'm going to go with this one just because it's not as dense of a shadow, and I want to be able to have some control when I go into like my inner corner to just kind of give me a little bit of shimmer without going crazy. Anyways, I just think that things are very different now for kids. I'm just going to tap this off and kind of brighten up this part of my eye without going all the way up here because it sometimes tends to look kind of crepey. But I just want this little teeny spotlight just to make it a little bit more modern. But I got this makeup idea from the trailer for Feud. And then I was reading about trends for the year and blue. I guess people are going to be doing less eye looks that have like a lot of work and more one and dones, and I've never been a one and done person before, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I think I'm going to put a little bit of liner with this navy color. This is an angled brow brush from Sigma, but it's super thin. And I'm going to go into this navy color and the Lisa Aldridge. That looks nice. And it's not too dark. And I don't want like a wing. I just kind of like want to intensify like right here. And maybe just kind of pull it out a teeny bit. But not super wingy. Because I feel like it's just very retro with the blue. And I remember having this blue Maybelline, I think. It was like a eyeshadow compact and it came in green also. And I remember using a lot of the crazy, like all the shimmery shades. We'll see if that's enough when we get the mascara on, but I just wanted to like put a little touch on there. I want to add a little bit of taupe to this, more taupe than we got on the initial. And I know these are satin, and I'm using a really fluffed out brush. It's a Wayne Goss. This is one of his, it's his 05. I just want to pull this out a little bit and just use it to kind of blend out the edges so I don't have anything harsh. I don't think I want anything on my lower lashes except for mascara because I just feel like it might be too much. If this is not your thing, turn it into a liner by wetting it. You can just do eyeliner inside your eyes that's blue. There's so many things that you can do. There's blue mascaras now. I don't see myself going back to colored mascaras, but we'll see what happens. We have these new guys. We're going coral. We're going coral. So I don't really think that this is the kind of face that gets a whole bunch of contour. We'll see what it looks like once I get the blush on. Actually, it kind of should just take these out. How's the base doing? A teeny little bit of fallout. We'll fix it. Definitely see my skin through, but you can't see any of my redness, which I'm enjoying. I'm going to go in with my favorite tool. It's my fingers. I'm going to dip into this a couple of times. I'm not digging. I'm just trying to get a little bit of pigment. And I know that people are going to be doing their blush over here. I'm not people. I'm one of the people who's getting older, and I put my blush up high because everything is going south, and putting blush right here is not going to be attractive because it's going to be lower than where somebody with lots of collagen and that would go. So that, this scary in the pot, almost neon color, is just a beautiful wash. Really like it. So I'm going up really high. I don't know. I know that there's fashion and fads and all that stuff. But sometimes it's also, hey, I've been through this rodeo once before, and I'm not going to pick the same situation to screw up. There's just certain mistakes I've already made. So this is just a very pretty light wash. I want to show you what this would look like on my lips. I like to just dab this. And if you go into kind of the center and dab this way, and here also, if you want that just ombre, all you have to do is pretty much put it in the center of your lips and you'll be instantly in. You could, of course, put in a nude liner. Give yourself a little shape. I don't really overline as much, I think, as some people do. I feel like here, maybe. And I like to blot it. I don't need that like strong, crazy, hard-looking lip that we had in the 90s that everyone's doing right now. Like, I feel like I have to make it look comfortable on me. I pulled some of my powder blushes. This really isn't what I was looking for. This is the RMS Maiden's Blush, and this is like a bronzer. It's such a good color, and I'll swatch it for you. I wear this, and you don't have to wear anything else. It's like a great vacation color. The next one is newer. It's called Crystal Slipper. Now that looks like a nice match. It's just got like, these have a luminosity to them that isn't highlightery. I would not say that, but they've managed to bake a formula that has some sheen. All right, now that is like more of like, let's do like one little spot kind of a punch. It's got a lot more pink. So that one's in the middle. One more, but I think it's going to be too bright. Mai Tai. They always look, you know, like they're more in the pan than when you're blending. I think this Crystal Slipper is the way that I'm going to go, since I'm trying not to do this in a hard way. In order to make this not look like I'm going to a costume party, I think I kind of have to make a few adjustments just for my comfortability. This is something that I really, truly believe in for myself. If it doesn't look good on me and it's in, I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to put it on. This is just a nice way to extend the wear of your blush. Add a little bit of luminosity instead of a highlight. And then I always just take a teeny little bit in the bridge of my nose and a little bit up here. We will do a little bronzer though. I'm feeling a little bit pale. The other blush that I just wanted to show everybody, there were two blushes that came out this fall. This is the more coral one. This is still available on Gilt, G-I-L-T. So there's no U. You don't have to feel guilty. And it's also on Blue Fly. I don't see the mauve there anymore. Some people are selling them for outrageous amounts on eBay, which why do people do that? I hate that. Like, buy the stuff so it sells out so we can all sell it on eBay. I can't stand it. This comes with a brush that I actually really like. A precise application. I want to define my cheekbones without really truly contouring. So by using a third blush color, I could use that Maiden's blush the same way, but I highly recommend trying to track one of these down. These blushes are so fantastic. They layer up beautifully. I did see that the outlets have some of these also. So I really love this blush. I didn't pick up that one initially, and then I looked at it and I was like, you know what? Phytosurgeons, I wear a ton of theirs. I'll show you what, just like a little bit of Kindle, I think. These spread so easily. And literally no tack. Go above where my cheekbone is and get a little definition. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Want to go in and kind of punch it up a little bit. See how pretty that is? It just gives like a really nice glow. I like that. And I like it so much better than I like. That's really nice. I like it a lot. You can see the lip is really sheer, which is totally fine. First of all, I want you to know that I already had the #2 Candy Glaze on my lips. Great hydrating thing to put on your lips. Now, the one thing that I did read when I was reading about the trends was that they were highlighting like almost invisibly. This is the transparent. It's just supposed to give you that little bit of shine and not even like so much with a color. Feeling the retroness. Like this as sort of an ombre. This is as ombre as I'm going to be. I like that. It's soft. I do want to do kind of a heavy mascara because they used to wear false lashes a lot when they were doing looks like this. So I'm going to use my Vast Lash from Victoria Beckham. See how pretty this is? It's just like eye-opening. Really like it. And then you can kind of like really, I didn't even put eyeliner on yet, just because I want to show you the difference. And I didn't know how I felt about it until this was on. We're going to let this dry for a minute. I always dink myself because of my arthritis, so pay no attention and I'll show you how I wipe it off when we get there. I'm going to go back in with this a little bit. I did not prime my lids with anything except for that Summer Fridays. I think that was a mistake. I'm going to wing this out just a tiny bit. Instead of doing like a blackish wing, I just kind of want to sweep the blue. Such a beautiful color. Did I ever think I'd be wearing blue eyeshadow again? Not like this, but I'm telling you, when you see the preview to Feud, you're gonna totally understand it. So if you ever have like sparkles or any kind of mascara that's stuck somewhere, sometimes I get it like up here. Right now my lashes are growing back because I stopped using Grande Lash for a little bit. Lashes do not look like they normally do. I like to finish up my makeup looks with powder usually. I don't feel like there's really anything to powder here. This dried down beautifully. I don't see like where I need the powder reinforcement right now. So For me, less is more. I'm going to take a little bit more of this candy glaze. I'm going to do it on my finger just so it doesn't turn orange. And just kind of do the outside. Would you go all sparkly on it? Because you could do like some shimmer like out here. I just feel like this color is so pretty. I just don't want to really compete with it. It's a little bit different than my shirt, but it's that same kind of family. I am going to finish off with some finishing powder. This is the Lotus Perfect Blur from Chantecaille. And because I didn't powder anything and my skin looks fairly matte, I just want to add a little bit of glow just on the perimeter and on the cheeks. Do here. I don't want to do it like down the center of my face, like where I'm looking sweaty. I always finish off with a little bit of the, wait, is this at the end? I've got to back up. The Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray from Hourglass. Love it. Woo! I love this because it's not like hairspray, but it melts everything together and just makes your makeup look so much better and makes it last longer. So you have to kind of fan it. I just want to welcome everybody here. I want you to know that I want to build a community. I want to, you know, do lives with you guys, involve you in choosing the content that I'm sharing with you. I want it to be cooperative. I want your ideas. I want your thoughts. What do you think of this look? Would you wear it? This can be our escape. I want it to be calm, but I want it to be fun. And I want you guys to be part of building the channel together. I want to put together a Facebook group. I will be putting things in the community tabs on YouTube so that you'll know what's coming up. And I do just want to say, I am not going to be the one who is going to buy every piece of every release. I will definitely have some new stuff. Like, these are such a favorite for me that to buy the 3 are just super beautiful, right? I mean, I'm going to put more. How not? I love putting a little bit of it like up by my eye. I don't know why, but I just do. This color is so pretty. Okay, so an old woman like me can put together the trend and I'm going to bend it. I make the blue work for me. I don't have jewels all over my face. I took a bunch of blushes and things, didn't contour like we used to. I was going to use bronzer though, wasn't I? Okay, so this is like, I don't know, it just fits the mood. I know it's kind of almost like a Tiffany blue, but I did want to use a powder on this base because we have such light coverage and we've already got the cream blushes. It's just above where my cheekbones are. Put a little under here. And that's the look for today. If you have any questions about any of these products or you want to see swatches of anything, you can DM me on my Instagram. You can make a comment on the video here. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you guys know when I'm uploading a video. We are going to bend trends and make them work for us. It's like acid wash jeans. It's like just mistakes that I've already made. Shoulder pads. You know, stuff like that. Like, I'm not ready to do that twice. For today, I have to say, like, what a great duo. And my skin doesn't feel tacky or anything, but it does feel really hydrated. The millennials were right about this, and this is a really nice skin tint with no SPF. I think these new colors are really cool. I am very excited to wear this very beautiful purple color. Get like excited about this stuff. That's it for today. So would love to see you again and hang out and get to know each other more and share products with you that I love. There's so many things that you can do to make this look yours, and I really think it's so pretty. Go look in your palettes. I will bet you dollars to donuts you can find some blues. They can have sparkles. They can be matte. Blue is going to be everywhere. And as far as that eyeliner thing goes, I don't even do liquid liner. Oh, I did want to show you the difference though between liner and no liner with my eye. Yeah, I'm going to use the blue because it's dark enough. I do like to use a very dark liner for this. I'm going into my waterline. And I'm going to go into these lashes in between, particularly on this side. Thinly over here. I know some people really hate this, but if you can't do it this way, you can go in the other way and tight line. It is much easier to build up your mascara when you have done this first, but I did want to show you what it looked like without it. But the oomph that you get, that change, that just amazing color payoff and more definition. And if you have to do a tiny little wing, use a little of the Victoria Beckham eyeliner and give it a little smudge. You can see I'm doing mine very lightly. Just putting a little bit of it at the edge, and then I'm turning it around and using her little sponge. And you always kind of have to look and see, like, where is your lower lash line going? Because that's that line that you want to be at. So, friends, this is the look. What do you think? I like it. I like the glowiness of this lip. I like the way that my skin looks and feels. Very hydrated. This is a hell yeah. I mean, wow. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will tell you that I have been makeup obsessed my whole life. I read every 17 magazine. I used to have stacks of them. The Vogue that would come out in August. We would just go through page by page. The Tiger Beat was very important at one point. But it was all of those beautiful clothes and jewelry and makeup that just captivated my sister and I. We looked at everything. We used to cut things out. We did, well, you guys remember like all those collages we used to make for each other? We cut different things out. I do. I remember seeing Phoebe Cates on the cover of 17. It was still fun. I look forward to making this a home for everybody, where you can get answers, where the community can pull together and help. I want to know what you guys think. Have you tried the Chanel cream and lip combo pots? Are you going to maybe pick up any of these new colors? I don't think that they're at Ulta yet, but they will be there. These are Mesh blushes. There are some swatches on my Instagram of all of the colors for a powder blush to have the kind of luminosity that those have is magical. And the colors are really cool and interesting, and just, I can't wait to put this with a color called Hanky Panky. And Natasha Denona always has my heart. Her eyeshadows are fantastic. I think this blue is beautiful, and I always like peachy colors with blue. And I just wanted it to be a little bit retro after seeing the makeup on Feud. You guys, go look up the trailer when you're done here. After you subscribe to my channel, go over there and look at Feud and watch the trailer, and you will be hooked. No, looks like it's going to be a good one. Oh, and last night, you guys, I watched Dan Levy's movie Good Grief on Netflix. You're going to need a pile of tissues, and you're going to just be, you need to be like under the covers and like warm sweats and socks and stuff and snuggled up. It is such a powerful movie, and I'm going to have to watch it again because the dialogue and the writing in it are gorgeous, and you feel all the feelings. And I was crying my eyes out. So you've been warned, but don't miss it. It's that good. We all know this stuff. We want to see what things are that actually perform before we spend money on them. And I want to help you do that. I'm older, supposed to be wiser. I don't know if that's the case, and let me know. Have you tried the Summer Fridays skin tint? What did you think? And am I having a honeymoon with this and it's going to be not working for me? Or is this the thing that's been missing from my skin prep before I put on foundation? Sound off down below, please. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening. I'm glad that you spent some time with me. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Take care. Bye.